Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and we had a nice little pause day today, kind of about what I expected, but I actually did expect it to go up a little bit further than it did. Looking at the 15-minute chart here, the move up into this downward sloping trend line of this falling channel and then sideways trading produced a bull flag, which should have broken up through it into the close, and it did not. It rolled over and fell back, violating the bull flag, so it's no longer a bull flag. So anything is possible for tomorrow. You know, it could be another pause day. We could trade sideways a little bit. Maybe they pop up into this channel and then trade sideways. But I think everyone is looking for a move, you know, back up here to this 1190 to all the way up to as high as here to fill the gap. Of course, that would violate that channel. And of course, it could pop out of it, but most likely, you know, it would hit the channel. And that should have actually, you know, people were looking for that today. That's what they're really looking for. But the market just feels a lot different now than it was in the past when we had days like this, these POMO days, just constantly that we were having practically every other day. If we'd had a sell-off like this, it would have just popped higher and, you know, possibly just went bang, bang, bang and went up here and filled that gap almost the next day. Just total reversal. We've seen it happen many, many times. When we look over here at the 60-minute chart, we can look back to here, for example. Here's a prime targets. You can see here we went sideways, dropped, put in a bottoming tail, came back up, sideways, then fake out to the top, drop back, up, fake out. You're talking about some wild times here. This was pretty wild. Then we went down and put in a bear flag, but rested right on this channel, and then the next day just popped up higher, and that was a POMO day, and it had a big effect and just keep running this higher and higher and higher. But it just feels different now because I just really thought that it was going to, you could draw the same line right here on the 60 and you can see we're right on it. This downward and sideways pattern here is definitely a bear flag. So will it play out tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe it goes another day and then it falls on Friday, or maybe we have another flash crash tomorrow. Who knows? I'm not going to call that, so just pretend I didn't say that. But certainly we just chopped around here and didn't go anywhere. One of the lightest trading days. For such a light trading day, I really would have liked to have seen more of a rally back. But maybe we're not going to get it. When we look here at this daily chart, look at that candle. That is a very, very bearish candle. This sideways trading here is not good. When you do sideways trading like this, generally it fails to rally back up. We can see now on the Arun here, we are pointing back up on this and losing strength on this. So I don't think this thing is bottomed yet, before it's getting ready to rally back. That doesn't mean we can't, pop up a little bit tomorrow, maybe hit 1190 tomorrow, but I swear it just doesn't look like it. Doesn't feel like it. And the after hours were up a little bit, but the GM IPO is already announced, and it really didn't move the market that much, just a little, few points. So nothing to get excited about. Anything could change in the morning. Let's see, what do we got out for tomorrow? One initial claims, I guess, is out every Thursday or something. So looking back over here to compare this at another date, look at this date right here. We had almost a similar move down. This one was 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Over here we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 or 8 days, whatever. But the move down is about the same in length as this move here. But look what happened here. Instead of it rallying back up like everybody's expecting to try to get on for another move down, it just put in a pause day the very next day, and then another pause day, and then a big down day. It continued down, 1, 2, 3, 4 more days. We could very well have that exact same pattern. Yeah, obviously, it's not going to be, identical, but right now it's starting to look like it. When you look at this right here, sideways day maybe tomorrow, and there may be some panic selling on Friday, or maybe we just have the down day tomorrow. But this here just doesn't look like any type of bottom yet. So stuff is rolling over. So that's on a daily. On the 60s, you can see on the longer time frame here, and this is the 65, 90, and 12, we are still headed down. No signs of it turning back up yet. There's still plenty of room to go down. We're at positive 6 here, so we could easily again go into negative 6 if it wanted to go that far. And then on the shorter time frame, the 12, 26, and 9 on the histogram towers, we just barely made it into positive territory, and it's not rolled over yet, but it's not looking good. You look up here, and it did work its way up here on the RSI, but it's still clearly in bear territory and did hook back over into the close. Same thing here with the ADX line. It was going down, down, down as this was moving up, and then into the close it popped back up and this rolled back over. So, and then also this turned back up. So it's still giving strength here on the 60-minute chart, and I believe it's doing the same here on the daily. Here's Bollinger Band. We're still headed down and don't see any sign of it turning back up. So, and same thing down here. Yeah, we are pretty far south, 7.5 negative, and then up here when we were positive, we were positive 7.5 area, so 7.5, 8, whatever you want to call it. So as far as that goes, this could head up and work its way up into positive territory as the market heads down again lower. That would be what you'd be calling a positive divergence as it works its way back up. At the same time, this might chop around down here on the full stochastics down here around this 20 as the market takes another move down, another leg down, either tomorrow or possibly Friday, or a worst case scenario would be Monday. I can't really see it lasting that long into Monday. Just from the looks of it, time-wise, maybe another day. If it gets some strength and pops up here to 1190 area tomorrow, then that could be an A, B, C wave up to complete our maybe some type of a correction wave. I don't know how you'd count. I tried counting that before, really couldn't get a good count on it again. Elliott wave is not my specialty, but me, I'm just mainly into the dark stuff, the manipulation into the market and stuff like that. So, but just a general feeling, it just does not feel like it's ready to go back up. Same thing here on this 30-minute. As you can see, it let me refresh that to make sure that that's got the latest. I think it's missing a little bit, and yeah, there it is, missing that right there. Okay, same thing, you draw that same line and you can see that it was trying to go above it and did not have the strength into the close to go above it. Almost always into the close, that last hour, you almost always see them pump the money in and break through any overhead resistance. Well, that falling channel was overhead resistance. It should have popped it up, and they did not do that. And same thing here into the close. It did hook back up, as you can see. And as you can clearly see, the MACD is also rolling over and headed down into tomorrow. Same thing here, it's hooking down. So it could hook down and hook back up, down until it gets back into positive territory, as it would as the market would go lower and this would go higher, forming a positive divergence on the 30-minute. And you can see it still has room to go here. on the full stochastics. It's still pointing down. No signs of it turning back up yet. So the daily is not showing signs of turning back up. The 60 is not showing signs of turning back up. And other larger charts that would support this here just barely, going down, or maybe just simply reversing and putting in another hump. And I don't see that. I think it's going to go into negative territory tomorrow and circle back up at some point. But initially, from the open, it looks like we should go down. I mean, just looking at it, unless there's some, again, heavy manipulation in the market. But right now, the daily is still pointing down. The 60 is pointing down pretty much. As you can see, it's not quite down, but it is rolling over. And it's flat here. And here it's looking like it could go up a little bit. But where's it going to get the strength to go up? The daily's not giving it to it. The daily's, it's pointing down here on the daily, so I don't see it. The 15, what's the 15 doing? Well, the 15's already crossed into negative territory, still pointing down, trying to hook back up here, as you can see, but it should have done that until the close. It had right into the close that last hour. If this was going to be a successful move, this was a bull flag up, sideways consolidation. On any other day in the past, it would have popped through there into the close. It did not do that. That tells me the POMO money is weakening and not having the same effect. So, and same thing here. It's trying to hook back up here on the full stochastic. So 15 doesn't look like it's giving it any help either. 5 minutes about worthless to look at. I mean, except for getting your entry point. But other than that, I mean, you can't really do predictabilities on it. I mean, unless you're a day trader. But, that's not me. This is swing trading. So it's pointing up, but that don't mean crap. So just looking at the charts, here's the weekly. It clearly looks like it could still go down further. Nothing to say it can't come down here. If it comes down here and hits 11:25 to 11:30 area where these are crossing, that's a necktie of support. So if it was to hit that, that's, should certainly give us a buy on the weekly on a close, I would think. But I don't foresee that happening in 2 days, but anything is possible. So do keep that in mind. You can see it's pointing down here on the RSI, and we are back down below again, below the 200 moving average, below 1190. And let's see. Also, you can see it's looking like it wants to hook over. It hasn't done so yet, and it is pointing down here on the full stochastics, but it is up here above 80 where the bull territory is. So if this is just to be a correction and we are to go up to our final fake print of 118.16 on the diamond, again about 11,800 on the Dow, that would take us into January, early January, February at the latest of next year. That would mean we'd have a move down here to approximately here to find support there, and then continuously, and then move on up into early next year up to about this area here. That's mid-January, somewhere between 1250 and 1300. But we know that 1260 to 1280 is about the range that would match up with 11,800. So if that would be the case, that'd be a 5-wave move up. That would be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. And since this would be, I guess this would be a wave 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and this whole move would be a 5. I think that's how that would work. And that will complete the whole move up of primary wave 2. So, and then primary wave 3 would follow after that. So that would assume that we're not in it yet. So that's the possibility if you wanted to count it that way. Whereas this would have been our wave 2 down, this would have been our wave 4 down. And the whole move, of course, been primary wave 2. That's just speculation and guessing. So, of course, if it doesn't do that, if it goes on down and hits our lower fake print, then throw all that out the water. But anyway, for tomorrow, I tell you, it's looking down, folks. Looking down. Maybe another flat day, but I don't see much else happening. So, good luck, everyone.